What's up, everybody? It's the homie Truth Teller, the Street Reporter. Welcome to the Truth Hurt Show, episode 25, 26, 27. I don't know what fucking episode this is. I do so many, but I'm gonna look at the caption and make sure I get the right in the description and shit to give you the right number of episode. But it's a lot of shit going on in the culture. We're gonna talk about things in the drill culture, things that's trending around the world. We're gonna talk about real life. Just being a good human being, and just a lot of shit in the culture. If your chest ain't strong, you need to get the fuck up out of here right now. We'll give you a couple seconds to leave up out of here, because this conversation is real. Sometimes, it feel like I'm talking about you. Now, if the shoe fit, you gotta wear it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know your size shoe, but if the shit fit, you gotta wear it. First thing I want to talk about, they say straight drop. One of the guys that's accused of killing young Dolph, they say he living like a king inside the jails. They say he eating what he want to eat. They treating him like he a prince. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I feel like that's cap. But then again, it's a possibility that he has a group of people, a lot of people that love him, that's okay with him. But me personally, I don't know what living like a king is. The extra juice, an extra piece of bread or some shit like that. I don't know. This guy's locked up. This guy might not never come home. He's going to be facing a murder case. I don't know what king treatment they say he getting. It's a lot of people love young Dolph. Now, don't get me wrong, the streets are saying that, straight drop had a relationship and shit with like CMG. I'm pretty sure people love Yo Gotti in the city of Memphis. If he linked with Yo Gotti, then I'm pretty sure, he might be treated good. I don't know if he's getting beat every day. I did see that he asked a judge for a transfer because he said that his life is in jeopardy. I seen that trending on the news, but I can't verify this, this just feel cap. Just because some nigga called somebody on the phone and say, hey, I seen Drop here, they're living like a king. One person saying that shit don't verify that. I see an interview on the internet where somebody made a phone call and somebody on the phone saying straight Drop living like a king. And, I can't stamp that off just one phone call. I don't know if he's getting beat out and stumped out and all kind of shit like that. I don't know if that's happening, but as far as living like a king, I seen him ask for a transfer, and I don't think you want to transfer when they treating you like the president. So, I don't know. I'm going to put that under the to be continued. We need more information on that. I can't really guarantee that. I know young Dolph death still rubbed me the wrong way, Just because you get rich and famous, it's something about a guy who stays in his community, stays in the same city that I think is commendable. You get rich, you want to build in your community and shit, but then again, if you in street shit, you got 1 feet in and 1 feet out, then you got to get the fuck home. I was saying this, Dolph rapped about stories that he done went through crazy shit in Memphis. His car was shot up. About him in famous beefs. One of his biggest ops is from the same city as him. How can you escape your past if you still in the same place? I felt like that had a big part to do with Dolph death too, I understand there's rumors about his past and things he was in, cool, but I think that, not being able to escape his past played a big part in that, in my opinion. You gotta stop overplaying your role in people's lives. I tell people this shit all the time. You gotta know when that's your homie, when that's not your homie. You gotta know when that's your lady, when that's not your lady. You gotta know when that's your man and when that's not your man. You got to find a way to make sure that back door don't get open. You got to screen people. Stop throwing out the word friend so loosely. You knew that nigga for 3 hours. Why in the fuck is you calling him brother? Because he smoked 3 blunts with you? Look, because a nigga smoked a 3-5 with you don't make him your brother. And I never understood that. Stop overplaying your role in people's lives. Start dealing with people how they deal with you. Barely, hardly, and accordingly. That's how I tell people. Start from this moment on, start dealing with people how they deal with you. Stop calling niggas bros and that's my god mama. How the fuck is that your god mama? You don't know that lady like that. Don't disrespect your mama like that. You got one mama. Stop calling motherfuckers your mama and your daddy and shit. You got one mama and one daddy. A bitch that smoked a blunt with you and drunk some liquor with you don't make her your mama. She ain't out here struggling, helping you pay the bills, not pressuring you to put money on the bills and shit. Cut that shit out. Get some fucking sense and do the right thing. Stop being on social media, believing that fake social media life. That social media life ain't real. You okay. You doing right at your own pace. You feel me? That young lady who's showing them thousands and, you feel me, standing in design and she bitch what and flexing on social media. You don't know what she done did to get that money. You don't know how many dicks she done did to get that money or whatever the fuck she done did that money. You getting some money. You doing your shit the right way, the fair way. You taking care of your kids. Ain't no rumors about you in the neighborhood. You on pace. Stop trying to live your life to somebody else's goals. Ain't no motherfucker posting their bad days on social media. You feel me? Ain't no nigga posting on social media when he calling this girl out her name and shit. He just posted when he done bought her something for Valentine's Day. Be smart. Fuck them quotes. I get irritated at all these quotes and shit. Fuck them quotes. Live right. Them quotes ain't gonna do shit. Some of the baddest, evilest people in the world got Bible quotes in their bios. Alright? Fuck them quotes. Get you some money, put God first, grind hard, and stay humble. Everything else gonna fall in place. That is the best advice I can give you, you know. I tell people this all the time. You feel me? I was cool with a lot of people. I never hung with nobody. And that's some of the things that helped me get to this age. That's how I got a little salt and pepper and shit. That's how I was able to get to this age. Cause you feel me? I was cool with a lot of people, never hung with nobody. Expect little from people. Expect a lot from yourself. And that's another key in this shit. Another key in this shit, man, to living life. Expect little from people. Expect a lot from yourself. Alright? If you do that, then a lot of shit gon', you know, be there for you to see and shit like that. You feel me? That's the best way I can tell y'all. You feel me? Because a lot of y'all be risking y'all lives for this weed. I noticed that, man. Look, I be noticing motherfuckers be risking their lives for weed. I don't walk into the store, somebody asks me, hey bro, you got some weed? Man don't know me from nowhere. He just driving this car. He done pulled up on a random person. Hey, you got some weed? What if I done said, yeah, pull over here, then I up that blick on him and rob him with the money. Remember, these niggas out here don't give a fuck about your money. They don't care if you got $1 million or $50 million. These shorties out here rob you for some weed fell. Okay? So you got to be careful with that. You know, we at an age now where you can't be risking your life going to a stranger house, knocking on his back door. It's 10 niggas in the house with blicks, and just because you want to spend $20 for some weed. You feel me? You got to be careful. You know, take your ass to the dispensaries. I say the dispensaries make it more safer, but I don't like the dispensaries. I feel like the dispensary is some bullshit. You know how many brothers is locked up for selling weed? Now y'all out here selling weed legal, talking about y'all letting people free with low-lace weed, with low-level weed cases. I mean, what the fuck does it make if you let somebody free who got caught with 5 bags of weed? What about that guy who got caught with 7 ounces? He locked up. What about that guy who got caught with 20 ounces, 30 ounces? He locked up for a long-ass time. Y'all there selling this shit right across the street from a church. It's a school down the street. You got a security in front of the place like on the blocks. This shit crazy. As a matter of fact, I'm finna go to the dispensary. I'm finna take y'all with me. Y'all want to see how it is when you buy legal weed. They don't allow cameras in there, so I'm gonna sneak my camera in there. I might gotta cut the audio due to copyright reasons, but I'm finna let y'all see. Check this out. It's a lot of our brothers locked up for selling weed and doing this shit, and they done did this shit legal, making millions of dollars of it, selling this shit by schools and all kind of shit. Check this out. A lot of people always ask me about dispensaries in Chicago. They want to know how the weed game is. You know, it's a lot of people actually locked up for selling drugs, and weed is like one of the drugs a lot of people sell. A lot of people got a lot of cases, so the government then took that over and made it legal. This is actually a dispensary in Chicago by the name of Vera Life. I go in here occasionally when you want to get that real za. You know, I'm going to tell you something about the dispensaries a lot of people don't realize. In this era, the way things is,
is, that's about your safest way. You know, going in the neighborhood, meeting somebody you don't know, never met before in the alley to do a hand-to-hand will probably lead you to your graveyard in these eras and times. So the dispensaries kind of come in hand. But it is things about it that's a little crooked. You know, we from the hood. We'll go get a 3.5 for about $35. Some people charge you a little extra because they claim it's the czar. You know, might have to go up to about $45, $50. Shit, in this dispensary, you know, to get a 3.5 of that czar is about $85, $90. So they extra charging. So imagine how it is on the streets. A lot of people think that since the dispensaries opened up, that the street markets done died out. They done crashed out. Not really, shit. The street dudes are making a lot of money now because nobody really want to come out here and spend $100 on a 3.5. You know what I'm saying? Shit is legal right now. So I don't think it was a lot of thinking about this. I just think the government realized there was a lot of money to be made, so they just jumped in. And now I'm actually talking to this lady too. She's showing me all kind of things. I'm looking on this computer that she has. It got like all kind of pictures of marijuana. It asks you how strong do you want your shit. I always come in there and say, give me the strongest, which I believe is like the lemon cake. Or I think they got some shit called gelato, strawberry gelato. I think it's registering at like 33% THC, so that's a very strong one. The real Zosky, you know. So she's showing me these things. I'm telling her exactly what I want. I don't want nothing big. I just told her I want like a 3.5 or maybe the strongest shit she got. She showed me a 3.5 that I'm finna buy actually costs $89. You know, that ain't really a lot, but that's more than you supposed to pay for that shit. And all kind of shit to make that. So I just think that's a crash out thing, and I don't think that's cool. But as you can see, she finally called me over. It's crazy too, because it's almost like you at the BMV. You know, you go to the line, you show your ID, they ask you to pull your face mask down. So I pulled my face mask down. She was able to see my face, see that it was me. I hate to give you this step-by-step play like an announcer, but like I said, they was playing copyright music. I didn't want to upload the video because I didn't own the music. I'm pretty sure if you were YouTube, you know exactly how that's go. But I'm showing her exactly what I want. This is the crazy part. She actually came to me with something that they got called shake, where they'll sell you the shake of the za, you know? So they'll give you like 7-8 grams of the shake for a decent price. I didn't know that that's what I ordered. So I ended up telling the lady, I'm good on that. I ain't want the shake. Give me the strong and the shit that's put together. So she put that back and she got me something called ller lemon cake mints. So I end up getting that. I ain't gonna lie, it's decent too. I'm actually smoking it right now while I'm recording this video. I'm actually outside, getting a little bit of air. You can hear the sirens and shit. But yeah, that's actually the lady right there. She's like a dispensary waiter. In the hood, we call them drug dealers. The government got a nice word for them, so they dispensary waiters. You can tip them and all kind of shit like that, which is crazy. They got like a reward program too. So if you go to these dispensaries every day, you get like $5 off, $10 off. You know, when your birthday comes, they'll give you like 15% off. So they give you reasons to want to shop with them. It's just crazy because in the hood, the drug dealers be like young thug looking ass niggas with tattoos on their face, gang bankers, street niggas. With the government, that's a drug dealer right there, that lady right there. But they're gonna call them, you know, dispensary waiters or whatever professional name you want to put on it. But like I was saying, she got my order together, got dude to come out, bring me something good. She's sending it back to him. Look, truth teller say he don't want no shaky shake. He cool on that. He want his flour put together. So she's showing me that she got that ller lemon cake mint out, decent. I'm actually smoking it right now, trying my best not to cough. But, you know, this is what it's like when you go in a dispensary. I wanted to show you guys this because a lot of people don't really understand that, you know, the government that took what a lot of these street cats, how you doing? Took what a lot of these street cats was doing and made it their own, made a business out of this. We actually seen this happen a long time ago with like alcohol. That shit was being bootlegged and the government took that over. We seen that with like the lottery. That was some illegal bootleg ass shit and the government took that over. Now it looks like the same thing is happening with marijuana. You know, these guys are putting nice names to things that they used to put bad names to them, you know. What you guys call a dispensary waiter, back in the day, you would call them people drug dealers, you know. What you was calling a dispensary back in the day, you was calling a trap house. You know, what you call security back in the day, you was calling the lookout, you know. So the government then took what the street cats was doing and made a nice name out of that shit. I'm actually leaving now where the music stops, so I'm gonna continue the video right here. As you can see, again, let's check out the receipt. This shit was $75, bro. $75. Of the good gas. $75. But there's some real Zaza.
As you can see, that's wow. It's a person in here that's behind the counter that sell you this shit. It's a security guard in front, just like it is on the block. You got security that makes sure ain't no robber stick up man coming on the block. Then you got the dealer. This shit got it the same way. It's just legal, you know. And then the weed a little more stronger too, because they be doing all kind of scientific shit to it. But I wanted to show y'all that. That's how the weed game go. Shit is very crazy. Another thing that's going viral right now on the internet that I kind of want to speak about that I think is crazy is the whole Oblock Aroy situation. That's going viral right now. I don't really know what to say. One moment this shit is real, next moment it's not true. One moment somebody went to jail, next moment they ain't in jail. One moment they're arrested, next moment they ain't arrested. One moment this is that and this is that. I don't know what to say. I can say that I do see screenshots of like Aroy brother saying wild things, alluding that he was shot, alluding that maybe he was skinned by a bullet, or all kind of crazy shit. I'm gonna tap out this situation for right now, you know. This is leaving the rap situation to strictly some street shit. We gonna jump out of this. I'm gonna keep an eye on it though, because it is involved in the drill culture. But until we know what's going on, we gonna leave up out of this. For some reason, this just feel like a crash out that's waiting to happen, you know. And then with all the screenshots and, you know, the things that's coming out, and it's hard not to report on this because a lot of this information is coming out of social media accounts that's involved these people. So it just feels like maybe this is gonna be a crash out. It feels like that the whole world is watching. The internet is watching. It feels unstructured. I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna tell you this: once the whole world is watching, once the internet is watching, once everybody start watching, comment section gets to instigating this shit, the families get involved. Once the families get involved, not the street people, the families, the aunties, the cousins, the sisters, and shit like this. Once the families get involved, that's normally when the police get involved. This feel like somebody gonna end up going to jail if this don't calm down. Until this get back into some rap news and shit like that, Truth Teller TV gonna step out of this. This just feel a little too street right now. We gonna be following it, but you know, I think these guys got to be careful. This internet shit getting dangerous, and the eyes is all on Oblock right now. Just seems like it's a lot of confusion and dysfunction inside of that area right now at the moment. Hopefully I get an opportunity to speak with some of these guys soon and speak to them about some of these events. Not necessarily certain ones that's policey, but you know, it's a lot of rumors going on in Oblock right now. Last thing I want to talk about is Takeoff. Look, him arrested. Yellow Hoodie was arrested. We seen that. I don't know. I'm not spewing. I don't know if he was arrested. They say he was arrested on gun charges. I don't know if Lil Kim was arrested. That's the guy that they say had on the yellow hoodie, who people is alleged and had something to do with Takeoff death. Standing next to him, he cool with J Prince. I don't know about that. One moment he dead, one moment he arrested, one moment he in Mexico. I don't know what the fuck going on with this Lil Kim shit. I'm gonna put this under rumor alert until I get more information on this. Some people say he locked up, but I ain't stopping that. Takeoff murder still ain't been solved. I keep saying this every time I talk about Takeoff case. All these people outside, all them people outside, cameras, rich people. I'm surprised this case wasn't solved in the first 48 hours. In my opinion, this happened in Houston. A lot of people from Houston, there's celebrities there, all kind of shit. You know, it kind of feel like the Prince family strong. The intimidation, motherfucker know not to cross them. That's what it feel like, you know. Quavo ain't said what happened. The Prince brothers ain't said what happened. I'm pretty sure the murder weapons are in the ocean to see some of them. Where police never gonna know who had what gun and what gun was in who hands. So how they gonna know about this murder shit? This just feel like this is gonna be a cold case. It's gonna be unsolved. You know, I understand ballistic reports and crime scene investigation, but you know, do we really stress ourselves out more than Takeoff family? More than Quavo? Not saying they ain't stressing. I seen Takeoff's sister say, you know, she want to know what happened to Takeoff. That feel like she just dropped the bag on somebody's head, or she telling Quavo, man, to fuck up and say something. You know, I'm gonna tell you something, man. This some real shit, and I hope don't nobody take this off the wrong way. It's streets named after Takeoff. It's gonna be holidays named after Takeoff. Takeoff funeral was in an arena, stadium. It's a lot of people showing Takeoff respect. I don't understand. What's up with Quavo? What a respect there for Takeoff. I understand. I ain't saying snitching. I ain't saying eat the cheese. I ain't a big fan of that. But you was there. You know, for some reason, this feel like Takeoff death is being handled like a street nigga. You know, I understand you're a street dude, but there's no respect in his death, you know. I don't know if they want this case solved or not. You know, I understand this street shit. You can't tell. I get it. But to the naked eye, this just looks like, you know, this is just sad, in my opinion, that, you know, Takeoff death was in vain. It almost feels like the killer is getting way more respect than Takeoff. You know, the fact that you can't tell on nobody. It's somebody who didn't hit Takeoff multiple times and his body made him drop, that's getting mad respect. But Takeoff not getting it for some reason because of these invisible fake street rules. I just don't understand it, you know. I get it though, you know, you can't just be out here rapping street shit and being for the streets and claiming you from the streets and, you know, having a lot of street cats around you but cooperating with the police. It don't feel right. But I'm surprised that nobody around cooperated. Everybody there wanted gang members. I'm pretty sure it was women outside. It was somebody else shot. It was 2 other people shot. The fact that, you know, it's a man that had a gun in his hand standing right there. Takeoff them know that man. Why the police ain't? Not saying that man had anything to do with this shit. He could have been protecting Takeoff, you know. I'm just saying. And then you got the Prince brothers. They ain't said nothing. You know, Jay Prince, the guy you called when you need a problem handled. This shit ain't got handled. That's why I say, you know, if we don't be careful with this, you know, this kind of feel like people want street justice. And for some reason, I don't think, you know, street justice is smart enough for guys at this level, you know. When you get to this level, this shit feel like YSL, YFN, you know, the RICO cases come. But, you know, I guess that case gonna get solved sooner or later. But I appreciate the love, man. We got a lot of new content dropping. A lot of things gonna be dropping for the month of December, man, and everything. I appreciate the love. Keep the donations to yourself. It's hot out here. Y'all see the weather changing? Thanksgiving just over with. Black Friday just over with. Christmas coming. You gotta start buying Christmas gifts right now, because if you wait last second, shit might go crazy. You ain't got no time to be taking your baby Christmas money, Christmas gift money, and PayPaling me and Cash Apping me. I'm a grown ass man. I run into any hard times, any problems, I find a way to figure it out. You want to support me, all you got to do is hit the like button. Bang! When you hit that like button, it make my videos grow, and a lot of people be able to see them. I appreciate the love. It's the homie True Teller Street Boy. Blah, blah, blah.